We are here. We are indeed back. Right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back for another Manchester City watch-along. But unfortunately, there is something I think we need to talk about. I think there is something we do indeed need to talk about before we get into today's watch-along. Yes, Pep Guardiola looks to be leaving Manchester City at the end of the season, right? Let's have a little gander, shall we? Let's have a little gander. I do believe this is the correct one. Yeah, let's have a little gander then, right? Let's have a little gander. Okay, so I'm up here. Hello? So let me just get the thing up. Pep Guardiola, Manchester City boss, expected to leave at the end of the season. Pep Guardiola is expected to leave City at the end of the season after 10 years in charge. The Spaniard has won 20 trophies during an unprecedented era of success at Manchester City. Guardiola has 1 year left on his contract, right? Pep is going to leave Manchester City after their final Premier League game on Sunday, of course against Aston Villa, sources have told Sky Sports News. However, there is no confirmation from City, and sources at the club insist Guardiola will remain manager until his contract ends in 2027, which is of course next year. Alright? Guardiola has kept the footballing world guessing on his future over the last few days. He has repeatedly insisted he's happy at the club and reiterated that he still has a year left to go on his contract. However, sources have told Sky News that preparations are underway at City for the outcome that Guardiola does leave, and that Enzo Maresca is most likely to become his successor. I think, that's not exactly rocket science, isn't it? Like, we kind of knew that Maresca was going to be Manchester City's next manager after Pep, because it doesn't look like Kompany will be leaving Bayern Munich anytime soon, right? And since his appointment in February 2016, the 55-year-old Guardiola has won everything club football has to offer, except the Conference League and the Europa League. But yeah, obviously, all jokes aside, he has transforming and reshaping the landscape of the Premier League as we know it, which is 100% true, whether you want to, admit it or not. And during 10 years at Manchester City, he has guided the club to a remarkable 20 trophies, including 6 Premier League titles and a Champions League trophy in 2023. Isn't that mad? We won 6 Premier League titles in just 1 year. 2023, man, what a year. Maresca is the leading candidate to take over the role. The Italian, who was Guardiola's assistant when City won the Champions League, obviously in our treble-winning season, has been out of work since his departure from Chelsea in January. Guardiola has previously called Maresca one of the best managers in the world, and obviously that is the end of Sky Sports article, right? So let's actually have a little look. Let's have a little. Oh, that's the wrong one. I went mental. I went absolutely mad. Don't you just love it when that happens? What I was meant to do is this one. So obviously, right, it looks like Guardiola is going to go, right? It looks like Pep is going to go. At the end of the season, I mean, it's been kind of a long time coming. We all thought he was going to go at the end of last season, but I feel like if we won the Premier League last season, there was a huge potential that he was going to leave. But I think because we didn't win anything, he was kind of wanted to go out on a bit of a higher note. And obviously it doesn't look like we're going to win the Premier League this season, but we've won 2 trophies. We've done the domestic double, which isn't actually that easy. Pep Guardiola will have you think that it's easy because of obviously everything that he's accomplished at Manchester City in his 10 years here. But what we've done this season with the domestic double isn't exactly easy, right? So he wanted to end on a bit of a high note, and I think it is the right time for Pep Guardiola to leave, because although last season wasn't great, and although this season there's been moments where the fans have really questioned Pep more than ever, we would rather him go with some dignity still left in him than go out sad and end up in a situation where Arsene Wenger was in at Arsenal at the end of his tenure, where the club can't sack him because he's a legend of the club, but the results, the performances are getting worse and worse, and the atmosphere around the club is getting worse. And obviously you wouldn't want that for Pep. You'd want him to leave while he's still on top, right? Obviously it'd be very, very nice for him to end with a Premier League title. It doesn't look like it's going to be that way if he does leave this season, but you want him to go out on a high note, and you don't want him to go out sad. So I do think, as much as I'm going to miss Pep when he goes, I do think around about now is kind of the best time for him to leave the club, if I'm being totally honest, right? As much as I'd love to see him stay, I'd love to see prime Pep Guardiola stay at Manchester City forever. I think with the Pep we have now, I think he's achieved everything he can. You're not going to ever top the achievements that he's already achieved at City. Not saying that he wouldn't go on to achieve more at City, because I still think we'd win trophies under Pep Guardiola, but he's never going to top what he's done already, right? And when you know you're not going to top those achievements that you've achieved at a club already, you do kind of lose that desire, that hunger, when the new challenges and the new opportunities become further and further out of reach. You kind of do lack that bit of, hunger to do so, right? So yeah, I do think it is around about the right time for Guardiola to leave. This isn't me saying that I think he's finished and I think he's washed. I just think, in my opinion, it can only get marginally better than it is now, and it could also get a whole lot worse. So, I think I'd rather see City move on from Pep, and Pep move on from City, and us go on to play bad football under Enzo Maresca, than I would want us to see us play terrible football under Guardiola, and it kind of almost taint his reputation, because he'll never be able to taint his full reputation no matter what he does, because of what he's done for this football club, right? But I mean, I think you kind of get the point that I'm trying to make. So I think it's about time that Pep kind of moves on and moves on with his life, kind of just takes a step back from football and maybe comes back into international coaching, right? But Maresca, 4 Prems in a row. I was actually about to move on to Maresca. That was impeccable timing from you in the chat. I'm a fan of Maresca. I'll hold my hands up and say I'm a fan of Maresca, right? My boy Joe will tell me I'm not a fan of Maresca. That's just because I was a Chelsea hater and I hate on everything Chelsea does. So he's going to come in here and tell me that I'm a fraud because I never rated Maresca. That's just a lie. I just don't rate Chelsea. After what happened in 2021, Chelsea are never going to get any ratings from me. I hate Chelsea and I hate Kai Havertz, right? But yeah, I'm a huge fan of Maresca. I think what he was doing at Chelsea was quite impressive, right? I think he obviously was doing better than Pochettino, and I think what Poch was doing at Chelsea was good. I liked what Poch was doing at Chelsea. I thought it could have been better, and I think Maresca elevated that. He won the Conference League. He won the Club World Cup. He was managing players' fitness a lot better. Cole Palmer was getting less and less minutes, which was an important thing when you saw how hard Pochettino was working him. He was almost playing every minute of every game. He's getting overworked. In typical young English star fashion. Reece James's injuries slowed down significantly under Enzo Maresca, and he looked to manage Reece James's minutes and his fitness a lot better. I like the football that he played. Obviously, it could be better. There were some tactical things that he did that may not have 100% worked all the time. But I also saw someone that was willing to learn from his mistakes, right? We see a lot of these new age managers, the Ten Hags, the Amarins, the Ange Postecoglou's, right? These guys that don't have a plan B, and they're so stuck in their ways, and they have to play this certain way of football down to the most minute detail, that they can't adapt to anything else because it would damage their pride, right? So no matter what, no matter how bad it's going, they have to play that style of football. I mean, you look at Amarin, he doesn't want to put Mainu in the team because it doesn't fit his system. He doesn't want to play Bruno in his best position because it doesn't fit his system. Like, he's insane, right? You look at Ange, right? His style of play clearly wasn't working in the Premier League. And albeit he went and won the Europa League and he did something very, very important in Tottenham Hotspur's history, it wasn't working for him in the Premier League, and he's kept going, this is how I play football, mate. Like, this is how I play football. That kind of arrogance. And I'm not saying Maresca's not arrogant. Maresca has those Pep-isms in him, in the way he talks to the media, and in the way he conducts himself. You obviously even saw that in Ten Hag as well, right? They've got these Pep-isms in them, which make them look arrogant because they don't have the CV and the trophy cabinet to back it up the same way that Guardiola does, right? But I think Maresca is someone that can adapt very well. I mean, the one I always think back to mostly was against Manchester United earlier in the season when Bob Sanchez got sent off early in the game. He kind of just panicked and subbed off all of his attackers and ended up obviously going on to lose the game, right? He ended up going on to lose the game. And then later in the season, you come up against Arsenal, and obviously Caicedo gets an early red card, and you kind of expect him to do the same, but instead he learned the adapt, and he went and got an impressive point against Arsenal on that evening after an exceptional performance from Reece James, right? So Maresca's somebody that I like, right? And obviously the way he left Chelsea, because they found out that he was talking to City and having behind the scenes convos with City, which kind of already lent to the idea that Pep Guardiola was going to be leaving. And then you find out that he's had disagreements with the board over signings and the fact that he wants more freedom and he wants to be a manager instead of a head coach. All of these things pointed to the fact that he was going to be Manchester City's next manager, whether that be next season or the season after. So none of this news about Pep leaving or Maresca becoming City manager really shocks me, because to me, it was all very, very obvious, right? There's obviously a lot of political things going into it as well with Pep's beliefs and some of the things that happen at the club, which I'm not going to go into because I'm not qualified in geopolitics, believe it or not. I don't have a degree or any sort of credentials in geopolitics, despite the fact that I am a very, very well-versed individual and I basically know everything there is to know about the world, and that kind of seeps through in my footballing knowledge because I know literally everything there is to know about the sport of football. But yeah, Pep leaving, it's going to be very, very sad. It's going to be very, very emotional. The same way that it was when De Bruyne left, obviously Bernardo leaving as well, John Stones leaving. This is going to be a very, very emotional summer for City if these rumours are true, which it looks like they are. But with the players that we have in the squad, these young players, these new exciting players we've seen this season, Shirky, Kusanov, O'Reilly, we've even got players like Nunes, Gehi, which aren't exactly young, but they're not old. You've got Vardiol as well, James Trafford. It's really exciting to see what the future holds at City. Are we going to end up like Arsenal after Wenger and go on that slump? Or are we going to end up like Liverpool after Klopp, where we win the Premier League and then the slump happens? Are we going to end up like Manchester United after Fergie, where we just go into free fall and it's a catastrophe? Who knows, man? Who knows? It's going to be a very, very scary but also exciting future ahead of City when Pep Guardiola leaves, which it looks like going to be happening this summer. But, that's all I really have to say about Pep and Pep leaving. And I guess when we get solid confirmation, I think there'll be more to talk about. But obviously with it just being heavy rumours and speculation at the moment, I don't really have too much more I think I can add. So, yeah, now it's time for me to actually get all the stuff up for today's Watchalong. I think it's this one I want to put up as well. If I've done it the right way around. I have, mate. I have. Technical difficulties have stopped. But anyway, monologue aside, very, very important game of football today. Obviously we got Bournemouth away. If we lose, if we drop points, Arsenal win the title. And I've always said, and seeing this is going to answer your question in chat. I've always said, I don't care if Arsenal win the league as long as we don't win them the league. If we win today and Arsenal go win against Palace on Sunday, fair enough. They've won themselves the league. We've slipped up at points where we shouldn't have. We only have ourselves to blame. But, they've worked hard and they've won the league. But if we drop points today and win them the league, then my head will be on Mars. Because you've just capitulated and you've just bottled it. Right? So, if Arsenal win the league on Sunday, bro, it is what it is, man. Like, my life will go on, right? If Arsenal win the league today, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be heated. I'm going to be very, very heated. Because I don't care if Arsenal win the league, My life goes on, right? My life goes on. My life will go on, right? But if Manchester City win Arsenal the league, now that is unforgivable behaviour. Because as a footballing establishment, when you're in a title race, you should only be winning one team the league, right? I even think back to, let's talk about Arsenal and City, right? I even go back to 2023 when we won the treble, when Maresca was our assistant manager, right? Tying back to my little monologue earlier. Arsenal, we took charge in the title race. We overtook Arsenal. And then we won the league because Arsenal put together 2 losses in a row against Brighton and Forest. Whereas if I'm in Arsenal's position there, if I'm an Arsenal fan in that position, I'm wanting my team to push City all the way. Maybe come out second best, but we've pushed them all the way. And we can only look back on past mistakes and things that could have went better earlier in the season. But, just basically giving up and handing a team the title, nah, man, that's just not it. That's just not it for me personally. I'm interested to see what a lot of you other guys think, but for me personally, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt way less if they go win it on Sunday than it is if we just hand it to them on a plate right now. Do you know what I mean? But that's the way. It's the way I see it anyway. We've got an interesting lineup today. We've got Donnarumma in goal, Nunes a right back, Kusanov, Gehi and O'Reilly at the back, of course, standard defence. We've got Rodri, Bernardo Silva and Kovacic in the midfield, which is little interesting. I'm very interested to see how that works out. That seems like a GBH Central in there. And then we've got Semenyo, our FA Cup winner, Haaland, and Jeremy Doku up top. You've got, obviously, Bournemouth have Petrovic in goal, Smith right back, Hill, Senesi at centre back, Traffert at left back. You've got Tyler Adams, Scott in the holding midfield. You've got Krupi in at the 10 with Rayan and Tavernier. Either side of it, and obviously Evan Nielsen up top. You've got an interesting game of footy on here, lads. You've got a very, very interesting game of footy. Very, very interesting game of footy. Not that I think it means much in the grand scheme of things of what's going to happen on the weekend. But it's just important that, like I said, we do not win Arsenal the title, you know. That's very important to me. Like, if they win it on Sunday, so be it. Congratulations to them. It's disappointing for us. And there's many moments we can look back in the season where we've kind of done this to ourselves. So we can't sit there and feel hard done by. But yeah, if we win it for them today, then that is just embarrassing, and that is embarrassment of the highest order. So yeah, score predictions. Let's hit me with some score predictions, man. We got 10 minutes left till kickoff. I want some score predictions in chat, and obviously like the stream if you haven't already. Let's get these likes up, man. Let's get these likes up on the stream. Let's bump these likes up. Let's bump these likes up. We've got 5 of you in here, yeah, and we're sitting on the measly 1 like. Like, what's happening, lads? What's happening? Like, let's get these likes up, man. Like the video if you want City to lose. Like the video if you want City to win. Like the video if you're enjoying the stream. Like the video if you want me to end the stream. All of these reasons are valid reasons to like the stream. Because if you like the stream because you're enjoying the stream, I'm going to continue streaming. If you like the stream because you want the stream to end, at some point, after the 90 minutes have been played, the stream's going to end. So realistically, liking the video is going to get you what you want eventually. Might not be right now, but good things come to those who wait. So just like the stream regardless. Do you know what I mean? Like the stream regardless. You know, that's my view on the matter. That's the way I see things right now. Like the stream regardless. What's Bet365 telling me right now? What is Bet365 telling me? What is Bet365 telling me? What are we saying on the Super Boost? What chat to all of my Bet365 users? What are we saying on tonight's Super Boost? W or L Super Boost? W or L Super Boost? I don't know, because I actually don't know if both teams are going to score. W or L Super Boost, lads. Come on, like I need some guidance. I actually need some guidance. I need some guidance. I need some guidance. Where is the guidance? Why is nobody giving me guidance? I think I might do it. I might actually, but I don't know. Is the question? Are we actually gonna? I don't know. Like, what are we saying? Are both teams gonna score or not? I'm needing an answer within the next 7 minutes, chat. Are both teams going to score? You know what? I'm backing it anyway. Because if both teams score, we're most likely to lose, right? And if both teams don't score, we're more likely to win. That's a lie. That's actually a blatant lie. I've actually just lied, bro. If both teams don't score, we're more likely to lose than we are to win. But I've backed it nonetheless because I think that's a W bet. Then are both teams going to score in Chelsea versus Spurs as well? What are we saying? Chelsea versus Spurs, what are we saying? What are we saying? FT, what we saying, man? What we saying? You missed my little monologue about missed my little monologue about Pep, but don't worry, that one will be going up as a video on the channel tomorrow, I think. So if you want to know my opinions on Pep leaving, just wait around for that one. It was an interesting conversation. But how are we feeling about today's game? How we feeling? Because I actually don't know how to feel. I do not know how to feel. Do not know how to feel. You know what? I back Spurs scoring against Chelsea, but I don't know if I back Chelsea scoring. But it's Chelsea against Spurs, so Chelsea literally win that game every single time. Do I back that one as well? Because the only thing I'm not sure about the original bet is Bournemouth and City both scoring. So like, even if we win, I'm starting to agree that Arsenal will win the league. But I said a minute ago, like, I'd rather Arsenal win the league by themselves than us win Arsenal the league by dropping points today. Like, if Arsenal win the league on Sunday, so be it. Like, I came to terms with that a while ago. Like, I'm kind of like impressed that we're in the position that we are, if I'm honest, given some of the stuff I saw in the middle of the season. So if Arsenal go win the league on Sundays, like, you know, congratulations to them, they deserve it. But if Arsenal win the league today, I'm gonna lose my mind, bro. I'm gonna lose my mind. Respectfully, I'm gonna lose my mind. Like, that's the way I see it. Like, you can't be like when a team wins a trophy, they have to win the trophy. Do you know what I mean? You can't have other teams winning it for you. Yeah, and obviously, like, what I mean by that, I'm not saying it doesn't count. What I'm saying is, like, when the team that you're like battling out for in a title race, yeah, is gonna win the title race, you know, they're ahead of you. You can't just give up and accept it, yeah, and just gift them the title early. You have to still make them work for it, you know. You still need to make them work for it. Even if we win, yeah, it's dark, bro. It's dark. But you know, we got 90 minutes to play here. We'll start thinking about the weekend at the end of this. We'll start thinking about the weekend at the end of this 90. Because, you know, who knows, if we win this, Palace might have something for us. But then again, Villa might have something as well. So, you know, a lot to look at going forward. But I think, you know, it's most important that we just focus on the 90 minutes ahead of us right now, before we even get carried away thinking about potential drop points for Arsenal on the weekend. Because, you know, anything could happen right here, right now. Anything could happen right here, right now. But the only thing that is guaranteed right now is that you guys like the stream. The only thing that is should be happening right now, 100%, is that you guys are liking the stream. 100%. You know? This could get tasty, this one. There could be a huge crash out this stream. If Donnarumma's up to some funny business, there could be a crash out. I'm being so serious. If Donnarumma's up to any funny business, after I've watched James Trafford keep a clean sheet in a cup final for a second cup final in a row, there's gonna be a crash out. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you get it? Because I could crash out heavy if I see any Donnarumma funny business. Heavy. Any of the other players on this team can pull out some funny business. Maybe except Kovacic, yeah? Because Kovacic isn't in my good books either. But if Kovacic or Donnarumma pull out some funny business today, it's crashing out time. You know? Everybody else in this team has earned themselves some leeway from me because of the performances they've put in recently. Even, you know, you guys might argue, oh, well, Gahey's the reason we're going to lose the league after his mistake at Everton. Bro, have you seen the mistake that Donnarumma and Kovacic also made, you know? You know, Guehi's earned himself some grace. But Donnarumma, more importantly, over Kovacic, because Kovacic hasn't even done anything that wrong recently. This is just bias that's been pent up since last season because he barely even played this season. But Donnarumma, my bro, you're on fraud watch. You know what I mean? You're on heavy fraud watch, bro. I backed you up. I backed you up more than anybody could ever believe, because you never ever see me like blindly back a player because I believed in you, bro. And you're moving mad on your goal line from these corners. So any funny business from you today, my boy, and the crash out is happening right here on this live stream. And in the match reaction video, if I see any funny business from Gianluigi cannot defend a corner, I'll crash out. But positive thoughts, bro. The game's about to kick off. Positive thoughts. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. It's a blank slate, you know? No agendas at the start of this 90 minutes. Blank slate. This is everybody's first game for Manchester City. There's no pre-formed agendas or opinions, positive or negative, on any players before this game starts. I am coming into this with a blank mind, like this is the first game of football I've ever watched. Because that's how you give the best analysis. And that's how you enjoy football the most. When you do not come in with any preconceived opinions or thoughts or agendas on any of the 11 men that are fielded for your football team. Bernardo Silva gets us underway. Come on, what we got for me? What we got, Kusanov? Nunes, what you got for me? Semenyo, what you got for me? Nunes, get there. Nah, Tavernier's got that. Tavernier had that covered, but it is out for a throw-in nonetheless. Now, what's Pep got cooked for me, man? What does Pep have cooked up for me in his penultimate City game, allegedly? Allegedly his penultimate game at City. What does he have cooked up for me? What does he have? What's cooked up for me? Bernardo, that was poor. Bernardo, that's even... Ooh. Bernardo, I'm not a fan of what I've seen. Go on, Haaland. Press that. O'Reilly, press that. Evan Nilsson comes deep to pick it up. Now it's Rayan, and then it goes all the way back. Ball comes forward into Evan Nilsson's pass. Is he going to get that? O'Reilly's there first. O'Reilly's obviously there first, my man. O'Reilly is obviously there first. Obviously. Why would O'Reilly not be there first? Like, come on. Sorry, Bournemouth have the ball again. It's Evan Nilsson. And then he just passes it straight to Semenyo. I think he thinks they're both still on the same team. Semenyo's about to get an assist, you know. That's a huge tackle from Rodri. And that's a decent, good enough clearance from Gianluigi Donnarumma. I literally take my eye off the game for one singular second and we start moving nuts. Why does this happen every single time, bro? I take my fucking eye off the game for 1 second and we start going crazy on the edge of the box. Here comes Trofea. He goes to get the cross. He gets round Nunes. Originally, now it's Tavernier. And then he goes all the way back to Senesi. And now it's Hill. And then he puts it out of play for a goal kick. Bro, like, no funny business, man. Absolutely zero funny business in this 90 minutes. Please and thank you. I need zero. I need zero funny business. Is this two Spanish managers in their penultimate Premier League game? Mad. I say that Areola's going to Palace, isn't he? Bernardo, bro, you're moving nuts. You want to go out on a high note, Bernardo, not this shenanigans that I'm seeing right now. Kusanov, that's more like it, Bernardo. Oh, Rodri, that's a poor pass forward. Haaland would have been in. Kusanov, Kovacic, that's a really good win back there. He's got no one forward, so he's got to go back to Doku. Then he goes inside to Rodri. Oh yeah, by the way, either Haaland or Berger in the Prem next year. I did see Southampton have got banned. You know, I had to ban a few people. I know a few Southampton supporters after living down there for a little bit. Yeah, they can hold that respectfully after their all the pain they caused us in the treble winning season. You know, like they can hold that respectfully. You know, no cheating in the English game, man. You can't be cheating in football, bro, and expecting to get away with it. Do you know what I mean? You just can't. You cannot be cheating in English football and expect to get away with it. Bernardo Silva on the ball. He goes out wide to Nunes. Like, cheating will not be tolerated in this game. Do you know what I mean? Nunes, Rodri, Bernard, Semenyo on a touchline shift. This could get dark. Go on, Semenyo, lad. Go on, Semenyo, lad. Nunes leaves it. Doku! Well, that's a good save by Petrovic. That is a good save by Petrovic. It was a bit of a tame shot from Doku. But this is excellent. This is excellent wing play from Semenyo, man. And then the dummy from Nunes, and then bro, that would have made a sexy goal, Doku. Now Rodri's got it back, and now he finds Doku again. Still Doku. He finds Rodri. Now Semenyo. Now back to Nunes. Nunes. Kusanov. Now Gehi. No real press from Bournemouth. I mean, Evan Nilsson's there, but he's not causing too much of an issue. And then City can come forward again. Well, I mean, I hope so. I mean, we're still chilling with it around the back, but hopefully we can find a way forward. Kusanov. Rodri. Kovacic. Feels a push there from Scott, but no foul because he continues moving forward. Now it's O'Reilly. Rodri. Now Kusanov. Go out wide to Nunes here. Surely you go out wide to Nunes. Now he goes central to Bernardo. And cuts back inside. Still Bernardo. Nunes. Semenyo. That's a poor first touch. But he wins it back. And now Tavernier has it. And now Semenyo's fouled. No, he has. Yeah, he has. Semenyo fouls Tavernier in the Bournemouth box. And that's going to be a free kick to Bournemouth. Oh my days, if I could spell. That's brilliant by Kusanov. That's going to be a throw into Bournemouth. It's really good work from Kusanov. What are we making of the start we've made today? What are we actually making of the start we've made to this game today? Because I'm not too sure if I'm like overly convinced. Like I'm not really too sure on how I feel about the start we've made to this game. Long throw from Hill. It's headed out by Erling Haaland because of course it is. And then it's Hill to restart the attack for Bournemouth. Petrovic. Nunes wins it, but he flicks it behind for a throw into Bournemouth. Fair. Tavernier. Tavernier again. Adam. Hill again. And Bournemouth are just going to try work it out from the back here. That's going to be a throw into them after Smith hits the ball off of Semenyo for another Bournemouth throw-in. Senesi. Fair. He looks to power down the touchline, and then Nunes gets across. Is it going to stay in play? No, it doesn't. Yeah, again another throw into Bournemouth. Damn, Pep's not going to make it to the 600 games for City, man. That's such an L. Scott. No, it's Treffer. Now it's Tavernier Finds Evan Nilsson, who turns and gets it back out to Trefera on the left-hand side for Bournemouth. Goes to cross it in. Back stick over literally everybody, and then it's going to find its way to Tyler Adams to sort of keep possession for Bournemouth. But he passes all the way back, and now it's Senesi just inside the Bournemouth half. Got Krupi now. Fires one into Evan Nilsson. And now it's Rayan. Now Smith on the overlap, and then it's hooked out well by Kovacic. And now it's O'Reilly. Down the line to Jeremy Doku. Picks up the ball nicely. He's got Adams in company. And then cuts it back to Rodri. And I'll see if switched out to the right hand side. I think we're going to go straight back out to the left though. That's how it looks anyway. That's how it looks. Because we hate having the ball on the right hand side. Like anytime it goes out on the right hand side, it's literally just to relieve any pressure and like decongest the sort of left hand side. Just for us to whip it straight back out there. Kovacic almost gets caught on the ball there by Evan Nilsson, but he's strong enough to ride the challenge. Go on, Geehy lad. Now it's Bernie. Now it's Nunez in plenty of space down the right hand side. He's got no one in the box to cross to there, so he goes back to Semenyo, who's almost slipped over. It's Kursanov. Geehy. Doku. Oh, Kursanov's there. Nicely, or else that was a huge lapse in concentration at the back there from City. Kursanov's not really got many options, so Kovacic drops deep to pick up the ball. Now it's Rodri. Again, not many options. Finds O'Reilly in a bit of space, and he goes to Bernardo Silva. He's got Nunez wide of him. Finds Nunez. He goes back inside to Bernardo, and now it's O'Reilly. Left back finding himself in a sort of right hand pocket of the central midfield. That's Bernardo Rodri. O'Reilly again. Now Kursanov. Okay, O'Reilly still in midfield. No, it's Kovacic. Yeah, not much. There's not much space opening up in behind for City. That is almost a beautiful pass from Kovacic, but instead Scott comes away with it. Good block by Rodri. Now it's Nunez. Goes to dink one in behind for Haaland, but Senesi reads it. But yeah, not many options forward for City at the moment to play any like tight, intricate passes. It's all sort of looking for one long ball to sort of split open the defence, whether that be high or low. But now Haaland drops deep to pick up the ball, turns, runs at the goal, plays it through Semenyo. Is he onside? The ball's in the back of the net, but I do believe he strayed offside. Yeah, he did. I think that is 100% offside. He looked offside when Haaland played it, but we're gonna see the lines on this one. I do believe he was offside, or has Semenyo bagged a goal against his former club? He might. You know what? He may be onside. You know, I don't think so. Because that looks like Senesi's arm that's played him on. That would have played him on. So I do believe that one is 100% offside. There's a good pass from Haaland nonetheless, though. Of course, Semenyo being offside sort of dampens that a little bit with it not being a goal. But that was brilliant play from Haaland all round, and he's unlucky to not come away with an assist there. Krupi does well to turn Kovacic. Now he gets back to tackle Rayan and then tries a tackle on him again, but the Brazilian's able to hook it back. But Geehy wins the aerial battle with Evan Nilsson, and City have possession again. Now it's Geehy. Rodri. Good turn by Rodri. He's got options. Goes out to Doku on the left. Now it's Jeremy Doku. Doku. Inside. Rodri. Now out to Semenyo. Now Kovacic. O'Reilly. Kovacic. Rodri. Semenyo again. Now Doku. O'Reilly. Rodri. Kusanov's screaming for it on the edge of the box. He's going to take a touch and shoot. He is going to take a touch and shoot, and it goes well wide of the goal. Well wide. Has it taken a deflection? No, he's absolutely just like, he's just got that all wrong. I wasn't expecting much better from him, but you know, if you don't try, you don't score in it. And he's not doing the Kyle Walker where he's doing that every 20 minutes. So I'll let it slide for now, Kusa. But please don't make a habit of that unless you plan on putting it in the back of the net. It's a nice little turn from Adams there. Now Senesi out to Truffert. Oh, and that's beautiful. That is actually beautiful from Krupi, but that's a excellent defending from Gehi. That flick from Krupi is actually ridiculous. Into Tavernier's path. He takes two players out of the game, but Tavernier takes a bit of a heavy touch and Gehi's across to clear. Scott slips, still gets the ball off to Tavernier. Now it's Truffert. He crosses one low to Krupi, and then it's Tavernier again, and Evan Nielsen has put it over the bar from 4 yards out into an open goal. Maresca the City thoughts, bro. I'm a huge Maresca fan. I actually am. Like, I'm not even trolling, bro. I actually respected Enzo highly at Chelsea. Like, I know like some Chelsea fans have mixed opinions on him, but I actually thought he was given some of the players you have, I think he was working miracles. And I think the board should have backed him better, personally. But I think he's a good manager. I don't think he'll obviously reach the heights that Pep has, but I think he would succeed at City 100%. Oh my God, why have we lost our minds? Thank you, Gehi. Thank you. Yeah, our owners are idiots. Every result we get is so predictable. 100%. I mean, you should have backed Poch, but you didn't. But that kind of worked out because I think you got a better coach that could coach that squad better than Poch did in Enzo. I think Enzo did a lot of improvements to what Poch had already laid down. But then, you know, you made a mare not backing Enzo, and I think the club have kind of seen that now, and that's why they've made Xabi Alonso the manager of Chelsea Football Club and not just the head coach. So yeah, I think you definitely took an L on the whole Maresca situation and sort of unsettling him. But then again, I think he could have also handled it better. And FT, yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know how he's missed that. He's gone mad. Alonso is going to be Poch 2.0, but some of our fan base think he'll win the league. It's ridiculous, bro. He's not Pep or Jose. I mean, I don't think he's going to be Poch 2.0 because I think he's going to get a lot more backing from the board with obviously the fact that he is the manager. Or the club have come out and said he is the manager anyway. That is what we believe. And yeah, that's going to run all the way through to Petrovic for a goal kick. Yeah, so I think he's going to definitely do better than Poch. Is he going to win the league? Maybe. Not straight away. But if you actually buy into what he's trying to lay down and let him have control over the team, I think he can, you know, do some good stuff at Chelsea. Is it going to be an instant fix? No, because I don't think there is an instant fix to Chelsea. But if you let him come in, get some experienced players, you know, sort of diversify the dressing room a little bit, so it's not just a bunch of young players, some of which have huge egos, Alejandro Garnacho, and sort of get some older players in there to sort of add some maturity, you know, put some of the younger lads in their place. And you know, you could start cooking. I mean, you think of Chelsea. What was one of Chelsea's best signings in recent years? Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva's not a young, promising talent. You know, he was an old player approaching the end of his career, that's achieved a lot in his career and was very, very good at his best. And he was able to come in, put in good performances. I don't think you'll get someone like Thiago Silva that's going to be as good as Thiago Silva was towards the twilight of his career, at the top level anyway. But just get someone in that's got that winning experience, got that leadership that can sort of settle the dressing room a little bit, and especially settle your back line. But that's what I think should happen at Chelsea anyway. Now we've got Bernardo Silva on the right-hand side. Don't shoot, Bernie. He goes out to Semenyo, back out on the right-hand side. And he shows too much light to Truffert, but luckily he wins it back. Now it's Nunes. Now it's Rodri. Kovacic. He's just bullied off the ball by Scott. That's embarrassing. Krupi, that's a good touch. And he takes it straight away from Kovacic. Like, Kovacic, you're not having a good 30 seconds here, are you, buddy? Yeah, you've got such a weak mentality. I mean, you just got a bunch of players, all right, that just aren't mature, and they've got all the ability in the world, but they're not mature enough to know what to do with their ability. Because obviously raw talent doesn't win you things anymore because of how the game sort of changed. There needs to be discipline. There needs to be some selflessness. There needs to be some tactics in your play. It's not just give the ball to our best player and we will win. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I think there's some players that are hopeless at Chelsea, and there's definitely some players that need to be coached a little bit better, in my opinion. Because we look at prime example of attitudes being wrong. I mean, we look at Cole Palmer's effort levels and his performances since Maresca departed the club. Whether or not he's been injured or not, when he's been on the pitch, he's not even looked interested. Do you know what I mean? So that's just one example. By the way, don't get why people say we got robbed. We weren't good enough. Didn't work Trafford once. Yeah, I think the hardest thing Trafford had to do was to claim that cross from who was it that flung? I can't remember who flung the cross in. He had to come and claim that cross. Obviously, people are going to say they were fouls by Kusanov. Again, me personally, I don't think so. But yeah, you just weren't good enough in the final third, and I think João Pedro spent too much time trying to win a penalty instead of putting the ball in the back of the net, and that kind of showed. Here's Erling Haaland. He's got Tyler Adams in company with him, and he's just had to take the ball back, and he's able to find Semenyo. So you still have a decent amount of men forward and a bit of space, but now Bournemouth started to regroup, and that space has began to close up just a tad. Kovacic, Kusanov, Rodri, Kova, Rodri, Kusa. Now it's Nunes, Kusanov. I know it's bad when I don't even feel sadness that we lost the cup final. The thing is, right, I think for me personally, if I was a Chelsea fan, right, I would have been disappointed if we lost and you tried, right? But I just feel like there was just a lack of effort in the final third, right, which would have just annoyed me more than the result. It's kind of the manner in which you lost, because we weren't even great. We just scored off of a moment of magic from Semenyo with a brilliant finish. But I feel like if you worked our goal a bit more, you probably could have won it. But you don't win if you don't score the goal if you don't try, and that's kind of what happened with Chelsea on Saturday. You don't try, you're not going to score. You could have tried and not scored, but at least you tried. Do you know what I mean? Is this a corner to Bournemouth or is this a throw in? Because I did kind of take. It looks like it's a throw in. Because I did kind of take my eye off the game to read chat, and now Tavernier's running out to receive the ball. I think it's going to be a throw. It looks like a throw. No, it's a corner. Sorry, my bad. I need to fix my eyes, apparently. In my defence, I didn't see the ball go out. Go on, Donnarumma. What have you got for me, bro? It's a nice header out by Nunes. Now it's Truffaut. He goes to hook one straight back in. Rodri heads it out. Now it's Alex Scott. Back to Scott. Haaland rushes him. He just about keeps the ball though. Just. And now Bournemouth put it out for a City throw. "22 minutes gone though at the Vitality, and it's still 0-0. Despite the fact Semenyo had the ball in the back of the net, but he was deemed to be offside, and he was just about offside. No complaints in that one. Nunes. Ooh, Kusanov does retrieve it, and he's just going to go forward. Senesi going to keep that on? He is. He just goes to Truffaut, who goes back to Hill, who's probably going to go back to Petrovic, which he does. O'Reilly against Rayan. He does win the ball, and then he just lumps it forward. It looks like it's going to go all the way through to Petrovic. It does, just with a helping hand from Senesi. So one shot for Bournemouth today, with City having 2 and 1 on target. both teams having 6 touches in the opposition box. I mean, again, yeah, we did have a good chance with Doku. I think he just got unlucky with the finish, but I'm not gonna knock him too much. It was a slight difficult finish just because of the movement he put in before the shot. Haaland brings that down well, but he is robbed by Scott. Then he humps it forward for Evan Nilsson, who's in a foot race with Gahey, and does beat Gahey in the foot race, I believe. I don't know. He's fouled Gahey, but I don't know if he got to the ball first. Let's have a little look. It's a good ball by Scott. Now they're having a little bit of a wrestling. I don't know. I don't think that's a foul on Gahey personally. I don't think that's a foul on Leg at all. I think there was just a bit of a coming together, but like there's nothing really too much in it. Both players just found themselves on the floor. Kusanov. Nunez. Donnarumma. Now Gahey. That's Doku. That's Kovacic. Tell you what, the one thing Kovacic usually brings to the team is the forward pass, but where is it? 5 years without beating City or Arsenal's pathetic. Tell you what though. I'd swap a few. Hot take. I'd swap a few of our wins against you for that win you got against us, though. Hot take. Actually, no, I wouldn't. I lied. No, I didn't. I didn't lie. Let's be real. I didn't lie. I'd happily take that last win you got over us if you beat us twice last season. If I'm honest, get you 6 extra points on the boards for last season, and we take that. We take that win in was it Porto? We take that win in Porto. Is that a good deal? What are we saying on that? Is that a good deal? Ginger, what are we saying? Is that a good deal? Like, you accepting that deal? So you get 6 extra points for last season, and we get that win in Porto. What are we saying? Is that a good swap? Because then it would only be 1 year without beating City. What are we saying on that? Is Rodri? No, is that not a good deal, bro? You're not taking that one. I think that's a fair deal, bro. I think that's a very, very fair deal. Such a fair deal. But then again, bro, I wouldn't swap winning our first Champions League in the treble winning season. I think it's one of those, like, yeah, we win that game in Porto. We end up having 2 Champions Leagues more than one. But I think there's something special about winning your first one in a treble winning season. Although that would have been a treble winning season, just in a different regard, because we would have won the League Cup instead of the FA Cup. Now Doku, still Jeremy Doku. He takes it to the touchline. He rifles it into the side netting. Is that went out via a Bournemouth player? Or is that a goal kick? Let's look at that again. Getting good pass from Haaland. Getting good work by Doku to get himself in that position. I do think that has come off Smith, so that should be a City corner. Now watch it be an absolutely terrible corner. It does look like we'll be going short. Ryan is marking it. It does look like Bernardo has Doku as a short option. Bernardo Silva on the corner for City. 27 minutes gone, still 0-0. What can we do from this corner? It's been whipped in. So Rodri heads it wide, and then that's come up off Senesi's arm. Haaland gets the shot off, and it's going to ricochet out. Has come off Senesi's arm. I don't think that's... It's in a natural position, so it doesn't really matter, but it has definitely come off his arm, I think. No, oh yeah, it has. But he's played it up onto his arm anyway, so it doesn't count. Doesn't matter. But I knew I wasn't going crazy, so then it came off his arm. Corner comes in again, and that's back to normal with City putting into the first defender. Nunez hooks out to Bernardo. That's a really good touch by Bernardo, to be fair. And then he crosses it in again. Hill gets there ahead of Gahey, and Bournemouth player's been absolutely flattened. So Adam Smith's been flattened, but I think Gahey has just come crashing into him there. Not too sure though. Not too sure. O'Reilly. Heads it in the middle to Rodri. Heads it down for Kusanov. Again, not much space for Kusanov. He's being pressed hard and heavy by Krupi. But he gets it out to Nunes, who gets it to Bernardo, who's sitting in the centre-back position. And he hoofs it long in search of Haaland. But it's Doku that's going to get there ahead of Hill. No, Hill does really, really well to get there first and divert it out for a City corner, I do believe. Tell you what, that ball from Bernardo Silva, Hill watches it over his head and then sees where it's landed. Do I live in Manchester? I do not. I do not. I actually thought it was quite common knowledge. Then again, I guess if you're not really too familiar with UK accents, you probably wouldn't have got that one. But no, I do not live in Manchester. I was born just outside of Manchester, but I don't currently live in Manchester or near Manchester. Kusanov's pass is intercepted by Senesi. Okay, he's going to get there and recover. He's found himself stuck out on the wing now, so he's had to cut it back. That was Kovacic, Rodri, Kovacic, Kusanov, and now it's Bernardo Silva. Rodri, Nunes, Bernardo Silva, Kovacic, Rodri. He goes forward in search of O'Reilly, but he plays it short. And it's been able to be headed back straight to Petrovic. So again, half an hour gone now and it's still 0-0. I mean, neither team have had an abundance of chances. It's just been very good penalty box defending, I think, from both teams. Kusanov, Kovacic has a good turn. Now it's Haaland, and then his pass is to Doku is intercepted. I think Haaland's played very, very well today, all things considered. In this, like, he's not had like that many shots or like chances, but like his all-round play today has been phenomenal so far, and long may that continue. Kusanov, Nunes, Semenyo. He's got time to turn and face the goal. That's a terrible pass to Haaland, but he might just about get there. He won't. Now it's Scott. Ryan. The Semenyo replacement for Bournemouth. Now you got Senesi. I think it's confirmed that he is leaving Bournemouth at the end of the season, along with Areola. I don't know why I stumbled over that there. I think it's because I'm just waffling at this point. Here's Bernardo, Doku, Jeremy Doku, Rodri, Semenyo shoots, blocked, and it's going to go through to Petrovic. No, I don't even really think the shot was on there. If I'm honest, if I'm being real, I don't really think there was too much space for him to squeeze that through. But we weren't working it into the box either way, so it's not too disheartening. Smith, the Bournemouth captain, goes inside to Rayan, and that's all the way back to Scott. Senesi. He hoofs one long in search of Evan Nilsson, who does knock it past Gahey, but Gahey's able to recover and get there before Rayan, who eventually fouls the Englishman, and it's going to be a free kick. That's good defending there from the two-time FA Cup winner. Unfortunately, he's a two-time FA Cup winner, do you know? If it was up to me, he'd be a one-time FA Cup winner, but who knows? Only 2 passes in the final third for Bournemouth in the last 10 minutes, and that was one of them. Kusanov, Nunes, Semenyo, good turn. Now he's away. What made you start supporting City, and what year did I start? I think it was, what year would it have been? It was one of 3. I can't remember the exact year. It was 07, 08, or 09. One of those years. But it was City were the first football game I ever watched. Like, I sort of I never really watched football when I was like young. Like, of course, there were people in my family that watched football and supported football, but they weren't like my immediate family. Like my mom like liked football, but she wasn't like religiously watching football like that. Like one of my uncles, for example, he's a Bradford City season ticket holder, but like, you know, he's not my immediate family. Like, you know, so it's well, my great uncle, should I say, not my uncle, my great uncle. So like he's a Bradford City season ticket holder. His son's a United fan. So like, you know, there are people in my family that like supported teams and watch football, but like no one like in my immediate circle. So I wasn't really like too big on it. But then I remember I watched the City game. I want to say we played Sunderland. It was Sunderland. Had to have been Sunderland, surely. Yeah, Sunderland. Can't remember what year. I'm sure if I did my research, I'd be able to find the exact game, right? And obviously my favorite color was blue. It's literally as simple as that, right? So people are going to tell me that's a terrible reason. Yeah, that probably is. That probably is a terrible reason, but that is the reason. Yeah. Now, I love the old City badge, right? But I do think the fact that we changed the badge when Pep came in, and Pep like kind of achieved everything he achieved, made this new one iconic, right? But at the start when we first changed it, I thought it was ugly and I didn't like it. But because of like everything that's happened since we've changed it, it's grown on me. It's still not as nice as it's still not as nice. Like, this is still my favorite ever kit, bro. Look how small that is. Like, that's obviously not fitting me today, right? But this is probably my favorite ever City kit. Yeah, I used to wear this all the time, right? Obviously, special memories of City and that kit as well. But that's such a clean shirt. Like, the design on the shirt, like the little like darker blue dots on it. You know, the badge, the Aguero goal. You know, just special shirt. I love that one. I got a few others in there as well, but I think that is hands down my favorite. And I'm kind of looking. I might buy another one that's like a replica one that's my size, because I love that shirt so much. I got some serious mileage out of that when I was a kid. Serious mileage out of that t-shirt. I'm surprised it even still, like, you know. I used to wear a snood as well when I played football. I used to wear that and a snood. I used to think I was Balotelli. I used to think I was Tevez, bro. I used to think I was Tevez with the snood and that shirt on, bro. I was going mad. I was going mad. It reminds you of Silva. Now, I get that, to be fair. I get that. Obviously, for me, it's always going to be Aguero that I remember in that one. But, yeah, Silva. What? Again, he's one of those players, right? David Silva, where, like, the more time gets on, yeah, people appreciate him more, but at the same time, I think people disrespect him more, and I think that's because of like some of the other players that City have employed, where he kind of gets compared to people that I don't think he really has any, they have any business being compared to David Silva. But at the same time, like, as people get older, they kind of appreciate his game more. So it's been a weird one since Silva's like obviously left City and obviously retired. Nunes, nothing crazy here right now. Nothing abhorrent. Please, nothing crazy. For the love of God. Alright, we got it out. Haaland. Good touch. That's surely a foul. Never mind, he keeps the ball. Title race is done, bro. I actually thought the title race was done a lot sooner than it was actually done, but now I'm 100% convinced it's done. But it's just one of those things, man. It's just one of those things. Like, there's no point dwelling on all the points we've dropped that we shouldn't have dropped. I mean, against Chelsea, for example, when Enzo Fernandez scored that equaliser, that game should have been dead and buried. It wasn't. But I'm not going to dwell on that, man. Next season's another season. We've won 2 trophies this season. I'm not going to sit here and be some spoiled brat and be like, oh, we've won 2 trophies. We've not won the Premier League. Arsenal won the Premier League. Let Arsenal win the Premier League. Like, come on, man. Like, some people need to get a grip, bro. 2 trophies is 2 trophies. Like, literally what you just said in chat. 2 trophies is 2 trophies, bro. Like, it's not like we've won the Community Shield and the League Cup. Maybe then I'm like a bit, you know, maybe that's a bit iffy, right? But we won both the domestic trophies, bro. And we beat Arsenal in the final of one of them. Like, come on. Like, are we gonna sit here and say that, because we at most are gonna lose the title on by 4 points? Or this has been some absolute disaster when I don't even think we've been that good this season. Krupi's has scored 1-0. Oh my days. So no, it's not even just the fact that we've conceded. He's interrupted my monologue, right? My monologue has been interrupted by some abhorrent Manchester City defending. I'm not even overly pressed that we've conceded. You know, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. But my monologue has just been interrupted. Whose fault was... Alright, let's have a little recap. Scott picks it up, goes to Adams, then goes to Scott. No press on Scott whatsoever. Scott can basically do whatever he wants. Tavernier picks it up. He goes down the line to Triffer. He's actually burnt Nunez for pace. And then neither Gahey nor Kusanov are watching the cutback. It's a beautiful finish from Krupi. But what is that, bro? Why is a man in that kind of form, in that kind of space? We've gone mental. We've gone so mental. Oh, man. I don't even remember what I was saying now. I've now even forgot what my monologue was about. Why is he in again? Oh, man. I just looked up and he was still on goal again, man. I can't do it. Now Gahey's like on the floor. Oh. Like, why? What's the point? What is actually the point? For a weird... We are a crazy footballing establishment. It's a good block from Gahey, to be fair. But we are a crazy footballing establishment. We are an unserious footballing establishment right now. Nunez, nothing wild. Haaland, Rodri, come on, what have you got for me, boys? Show me something. That's not something. That's actually a sideways pass. That's what that is. Doku. Show me something, Doku. Please, Doku. Gets the cross in. O'Reilly hooks it on, and then it's obviously cleared, because of course it's cleared, bro. Oh, man. Nunez, Gahey. Yeah, this is... Oh, Kusanov, you've gone so mad. That is crazy. Oh, man. Like, what is this? Is that just it then, lads? Is that like no, like Arsenal don't need to work for this title? They get to have the day off. Like, what's going on, bro? What's happening? Like, what's unfolding in front of my eyes? What's unfolding in front of my very eyes right now? Because it's something, but it's not something that I'm really like too interested in participating with. This is something I'm too early, I think maybe if I do the Pep beard rub, things might get a little bit better. Do you know what I mean? No, that's apparently not how that works. I mean, fair is like, do you know what I mean? I don't really even have much to say, because we've done that thing where we concede and we just decide we don't really want to play football for the next 5 minutes. Because as you do, that's just kind of just how it goes, isn't it? Like, you concede, and then it's decided, you know, there's no point really doing anything with the football, trying to go forward with the football, trying to press the football, trying to win the football back. Gahey had no interest in winning the football back, and he's just fouled Evan Nielsen. So that just feeds into my point of the fact that we do not want to win the football back. We don't want to have the football. We definitely don't want to put the football in the back of the Bournemouth net. We actually think it would be disrespectful to not let Bournemouth have the football. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. A lot of stuff going on in front of my very eyes right now. A lot of stuff that I'm not really too interested in watching. I'm not too interested in watching. You know what, actually, FT, right? If anyone deserves this City crumble right now, it is actually the bottle. That is naughty from Haaland. It's actually the bottle guy, because I think he's a twat. Oh, Semenyo, bro, that's a terrible pass. It's a terrible pass. Right. So we're gonna alright, Kusanov, right? What have you got for me, man? Gahey, what have you got for me? Someone do something for me right now. Kusanov, something needs to happen right now. Gahey, crazy first touch, but I'll let that slide. Crazy pass, I'm not really too interested in letting that one slide. Oh man. What's the point? How many minutes we added on to this first half? 2 minutes. What are we going to do in that 2 minutes? Probably give the ball away. Gahey, Kovacic, Doku. Come on, Doku. Equaliser before half time. Let's go. Never mind. No, he's still got it. Kovacic. And it's cleared by Senesi, because of course it's cleared by Senesi. Evan Nielsen has just clotheslined. Oh, I mean, clothesline's a bit is a bit hyperbolic, but he's just committed like common assault on Gahey in the middle of the pitch. That's crazy business, bro. That's a yellow card offence, bro. But the ref's not seen it. But that is a blatant yellow card offence. But of course he doesn't get anything. That's mad, bro. Nunes, Semenyo. That's a crazy first touch from Semenyo once again. Now Rodriguez gave the ball away to Krupi, and now it's Tavernier. Semenyo's tracking back. Tavernier puts it across, and then Gahey puts out for a throw-in. Bro, I can't believe I've just watched fucking Evan Nielsen just commit a crazy act of violence in the middle of the pitch, and because the ref's not even paying attention, he doesn't get booked. Bro, this is dark, bro. This is levels of dark that I haven't really been too, like, I've never really went to this depth of darkness in my life before, but I think I'm kind of arriving there now. You know, just a bit. I'm sinking deeper and deeper into the dark pit, and think we're kind of near the bottom right now. There's a long throw comes in. Donnarumma's caught it. Oh my word, we might be back. Never mind, Donnarumma's now on the floor. Donnarumma's now thrown himself to the floor. Oh man, even when he's not fouled and wins the ball, he's still trying to claim that he's fouled. Well, that's half time and we're 1-0 down. So yeah, that was not enjoyable to watch, if I'm going to be totally honest. That was actually probably one of the worst viewing experiences that I've had the displeasure of watching in the last few months, and that says a lot, because I've actually watched a lot of unpleasant things on stream with you guys, but I think that might take the cake, right? No, that one's actually second to the second half against Everton. No, actually it's not, because we scored 2 goals in the second half against Everton. So that is actually the worst, right? Especially now because they're doing a close-up on Donnarumma's bald head. Oh, bro, what? It's over, bro. It's so over. It's done, like, bro, this isn't how it was meant to go. We were not meant to hand them the league, bro. They were meant to win the league, not get handed it. You know, I'm gonna go to the toilet. You know, I'm gonna have a little pep talk with myself in the mirror. I'm gonna come back a new man, and we're gonna win this game. And all of those statements I've just said are true. I'm going to the bathroom. I'm gonna have a pep talk with myself in the mirror in the bathroom, and then I'm going to come back and maybe even continue the pep talk in that mirror and in that mirror, right? So we're going to have 3 different pep talks in 3 different mirrors, because that's how serious I am about gaining the motivation and the courage to go and win this game in the face of adversity. We're 1-0 down on the seaside in an intimidating arena. An arena fit for a gladiator in battle against like 3,000 tigers, right? It is the arena we're in right now. And we are the gladiator, and Bournemouth are the 3,000 tigers. And we are going to win, and we are going to come out unscathed in the second half, I believe. I wholeheartedly believe. I wholeheartedly believe in this football club, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a man of positivity. I will be back in 2 seconds. I decided to abandon the pep talk because on my walk to the bathroom I realised it is well and truly over and there's nothing bringing us back from this. Oh, nah. It's not over. Joe, it's not over, bro. It's not over. I'm telling you, it's not over. You just need to. If you search hard enough, you will find what you're looking for. If you search hard enough, if you search high and wide. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to this, bro. I'm not looking forward to this. I am actually not looking forward to this at all. Like, how do we start playing good football again, chap? How do we decide that we are going to begin to play good football? Because I don't think it's happening. I don't think it's happening, guys. I don't think it's happening. I don't think it's happening. I don't think it's happening. I don't think. Bro, I'm just going to need to look at this goal again, I think, and I'm going to have to, like, assess what's going on. What is this for? One moment. Sorry, what is this? I don't even have a Teams account. What? Is someone trying to gain access to my non-existent Teams account? No way. Oh wait, no, I do have a Teams account. Sorry, I lied. I do have a Teams account. I actually do remember why I have a Teams account now, actually. Never mind, I lied. Let's see which one this is. Barry, is this Barry, we doing this again, bro. Barry, we doing this again, bro. Barry, we're not doing this again, bro. We're not doing Barry. We're not doing this again, bro. We're not. This isn't. We're not sitting and doing this right now, bro. We're not sitting and doing this right now. Bro, he's got his Instagram. Nah, bro. Barry, we're not doing this, bro. Nah, Barry, we're not doing this again. Fool me once, yeah? Shame on you. But it's not. It doesn't happen, that, bro. We're not doing that again, bro. Furthermore, I'm also not playing that voice note. Yeah, furthermore, I'm not playing that voice note. What have I? How have I entered that wrong? Oh, that's how. Yeah, I don't think there's even anything on here, bro. First. Yeah, that's pointless. That's absolutely pointless. Bro, this is dark. Oh. You know what? I've got a giveaway, right? I'll give out an ancient relic. I'll give out Harry's guitar. Harry's guitar has been owned by some serious people, right? And the thing about Harry's guitar is people have always been so threatened about Harry's guitar, is so much so that they threatened to destroy Harry's guitar. So just for you, I will give away, right? Subscribe to the channel and you have a chance of winning Harry's guitar. And that is a serious relic. That thing is worth thousands. Thousands. That thing is worth more than you could imagine. You're trying that, bro. I might have to send that. I might have to rig it, bro. I might have to rig it, and you can get sent Harry's guitar. That is like, out of all the guitars, right, played by all the famous guitarists in the world, yeah, and in history, that is the most important one in British history. 100%, 100%, 110%. 120%, bro. $1,000,000%. Bro, I still can't believe Shirky's not starting this game. That actually might be a crime against football. Nah, this is... I actually don't know if I'm even looking forward to this second half, if I'm honest. I don't even think I'm looking forward to this second half. This second half actually has the potential to be the worst experience of my life. Even worse than the first half. I back Maresca every single day. Despite what Joe will come in here and tell everybody, Maresca's my boy, and Maresca's been my boy since day one, and Maresca has a fan in me for life. Now, can you ask Harry if he knows who Maresca is? Without Googling, can Harry tell you 3 things about Enzo Maresca? That's a question. That's a real question. That is a serious question to ask the people. Bro, this is not gonna be fun. No, this is... We're not doing that. Well, I don't have the energy to do. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Respectfully, I'm not doing that. I don't even... Who the fuck is... What the... Oh... Who even... Oh, that is a good save by Sanchez. Fairs. That's actually a save. No way. That save's not as good as I thought it was. Never mind. That was kind of an L save. Oh man, I'm not excited. I don't. Can we just get the game over and done with? I don't think there's actually much more of what I've just watched in the first half that I could actually put up with. If I'm honest, like, I don't think there's much more of that I could say or watch. Oh man, the second half's about to start and I'm still not ready. This... Would I want Company? Company is my boy. If I could choose Company or Maresca right now, I'm choosing Company, but I know Company won't want to leave Bayern just yet. So, unfortunately, I say unfortunately like I don't like Maresca, but if it was up to me, I'd have Company. Yeah, Pep's stressed, bro. Pep's scratching his bald head, so he is stressed. Gahey's fixing his hair for no apparent reason, apparently, so he's probably stressed as well. Am I stressed? No, because I've given up all hope. Because we are the worst team imaginable after we go down. We're almost as bad as when we go 1 goal up. If I'm honest, with a 1 goal lead, 2, or against City is never a good thing. Never ever. But we're underway in the second half, and I'm gonna put my optimism hat back on for the second half, and I promise I'm gonna be energetic. I'm gonna be confident. I'm gonna be optimistic. You know, I'm gonna be rooting for the team. Because that's what a supporter should do. And that's what I'm doing, because I am top supporter me. So, you know, as long as I don't have to watch any of the dross that I watch in the first... That's a good turn from Semenyo, to be fair. Let's pass it to Haaland. That's a good touch from Haaland. He's got O'Reilly ahead of him. He finds O'Reilly, and that's a good save by Petrovic. Now it's Doku who tries to stab it to Haaland, and it goes too far. Fuck's sake. That was a really good move as well. Oh, man. I actually thought we were back for a split second. And then, apparently we're not. Enzo's just scored. Fairs. Because, of course, he had. As Spurs score now, I've actually just lost out on 150 quid. So, that's disappointing. Actually, no, because City haven't scored yet. But I back City to score, of course. I mean, O'Reilly should have scored there. It's a good turn from Semenyo. Good pass to Haaland. Good touch by Haaland. Good pass as well to O'Reilly, who's well onside, but he just doesn't get the finish right. And then Doku's pass to Haaland is poor. I don't even know if it's to Haaland or it's to Semenyo, but to me, it went to neither of them, so it doesn't really matter. It's just a shit pass regardless. Now Bournemouth are coming the other way. It's one back by Kusanov. Now it's Kovacic. Nice Rodri. Semenyo. Nunez. Nothing crazy. Kusanov. Nothing too outrageous. And Gehi, just keep it simple. Don't pass to Donnarumma. That's not part of the playbook, you know. That's in like the don'ts in the Man City handbook. That's a good ball to Haaland. Haaland. He's got Senesi with he's offside. I don't even know if that one was offside, you know. Well, I'm not overly convinced that was offside. Now I'm gonna see the replay. I actually don't even know if that's offside, you know. Like, that's a lot tighter than the linesman's made that out to be. So, that's interesting. Because you don't usually see them put the flag up that early. So, let's see. Tavernier. Creepy. Now Scott. Now it's Rayan. Cuts inside, shoots, blocked by O'Reilly. Now it's Bernardo. Now it's Doku. Run, Doku, run. Run. He's jogging instead. No, the attack's done. Goes out to Semenyo. Now Semenyo's also jogging. So there's absolutely zero urgency right now. The urgency levels are at 0. Semenyo's still jogging. Now Kusanov has the ball. He's not even moving. Now Rodri, who's walking. Now Kovacic, who's also walking. He goes out to Nunez. Nunez stands still and then plays a shit pass to Bernardo Silva. That was a semi-sprint there from Nunez to try to recover the ball. So that gets some bonus points. But again, I'm not really enjoying what I'm seeing in the effort department right now. Rodri. Kovacic. Into Haaland. Haaland, oh, that's a good tackle. It's going to be a corner. I don't even know if Haaland's offside there, man. Like I'm not seeing a good enough angle. And I'm not going to see a better angle than that. So I don't even know if he's offside. Like, that's close. Corner comes in for City. Gehi knocks it on. Haaland knocks it back across. Rodri gets a touch, but it's not good enough. Now it's Nunez. Now he's just hooked it out to Bernardo. Arsenal winning a title at Palace would be so abrupt, but it's happening. I mean, Arsenal winning the title at flipping the Vitality Stadium right now. Kovacic, Rodri, Gehi, Kovacic. That's not a great ball, and Senesi has that every day of the week. Now it's Scott, who's not pressed really at all. And then Rayan luckily takes out a play and City have a throw-in. We're 5 minutes into the second half, and we've had one good chance, which I think O'Reilly should have done better. Yeah, 100% bring on Cherki. I'd probably bring him on for Bernardo. I can't lie. Bernardo's probably been the worst of the midfield. If I'm honest, if I'm being totally real, Krupi's has played a great ball out to Tavernier, but Nunes looks to get there and hurry him a bit further out wide. Oh, that's Adam. That was Tav. Yeah, this is dark. Like, there's actually no urgency in anything we're trying to do right now. I'm seeing this Enzo goal now though. Fairs. I think Vicario could probably do better. Is it Vicario or is it Kinski in goal? Whoever they've got in goal can definitely do a lot better on that. And again, we've just given the ball away cheaply. And again, here come Bournemouth. And again, there's a lot of jogging going on. And now West Ham are relegated, it looks like. Evanilson, that's a good save by Donnarumma. And now it's going to be a corner. It's a corner to Bournemouth. We're so cooked. We're so cooked. We're on a level of cooked that I don't think I've ever seen in my entire life. Corner comes in from Scott. It's headed clear. Is Doku going to get there? He does not. Haaland, though, also does not. Kovacic also barely gets to it. But now Semenyo. Haaland. Bernardo Silva. He's got Doku running through. Oh, why are we going sideways, man? Kovacic, please rescue this. He plays it to Haaland. He's a bit far wide, but Erling Haaland can still do something with this. Cuts it back to Rodri. Rodri, back stick to Doku. Across. Bernardo's there. And it's through to Petrovic. Bro, why did it take so long to go forward? It's good defending by Smith as well. But Bernardo Silva. Rodri. O'Reilly, and then we'll go straight back to Gahey. Come on, man, do something, please. Nunes. Oh, Bernardo, please, just stop. Just go forward. Does someone play a risky pass, please? Someone take a risk. When I say risky pass, that's not really what I envisioned, O'Reilly, if I'm being honest. Oh! Kovacic, you've lost your mind. Has he won the ball? Never mind, he's won the ball. I think. Cherki and Savinho and Phil are coming on. Right, okay, now we might be in business. There's actually serious conversations to be had about the business we might be about to be in. Points from losing positions. Oh, we have the second fewest. That's nuts. We've got 4 single points from losing positions this season. 4! And 3 of those were against Liverpool. I don't even know where... Oh, the other one would have been Everton, surely. Oh, that's dark. That's actually dark. Literally both of them have come in the fucking same city. That is actually crazy. That's a foul, surely. Can we make the sub though, Pep? Like, what are we saying on making the sub? Like, Pep, are we making the sub? Alright, he is making the subs. I need 2 more Bournemouth shots on target City to score, and at least I get my money. So, Bernardo off for Cherki, which I did think we should have been the sub. I'm going to guess it's Semenyo for Sav. Yeah, Yeah, what is it? Semenyo for Sav. And probably Kovacic for Phil. Yeah, Kovacic for Phil. That seems to be the play here. Seems to be the play. Yeah, that was exactly the subs that were made. Fantastic. What have you got for me, Savinho? Right now? What have you got for me? What have you got for me, Rodri? What have you got for me right now, Rodri? What have you got? Oh, we've got nothing. We're creatively bankrupt. Our creativity is in overdraft. We are being charged interest on our overdraft in the creativity department right now. We're being charged interest. We actually owe the league creativity because we are that bankrupt. We're going into administration in the creativity department. It's so over. Unless we get a small loan right now. Never mind. Now we've got to sell all of our assets. We've got to sell every single asset in the crate. Gehi, whoa, that is nuts. Let's not do that again. Rodri. O'Reilly again. Nothing. Oh, actually, do something stupid. Someone just go forward with the ball. I can't keep watching this. Someone go forward with the ball. Go on, Nunes. Take matters into your own hands. Never mind. Check your mirrors, bro. Check your mirrors. Shirky, let's go. Never mind. Run straight into a brick wall. Let's go. We're so back. We've never been this back before. Rodri wins the ball cleanly. Go out to Doku, please. Oh, Rodri, what have you done? Please. Oh, he literally had the ball. He had the ball. He stood on the ball and then dispossessed himself. Ladies and gentlemen, dispossessed himself. I'm close to closing my eyes. I might do the whole rest of this stream with my eyes closed. How do we feel about me doing the whole rest of the stream with my eyes closed? Because I'm starting to think that's a good idea. Because I'm not enjoying what I'm seeing unfold on my television screen. There is stuff taking place. There is events occurring on this very screen in front of me that are making me feel a very negative emotions. Nunes, Savinho, let's go. Savinho, let's go. Nah, Savinho's just been... Oh, he's been fouled. Never mind. I thought he just fell over his own feet, if I'm honest. I actually did think he fell over his own feet. But he was pushed by Tavernier, so that's fair. I don't think he was going anywhere though, if I'm honest. Like oh, it was Hill. Sorry. I thought it was Tavernier because Tavernier was the one talking to the ref. But he was pushed by Hill, which I don't think was really necessary because I think he was going to run into Adams anyway. So I don't think that was really a needed sort of needed foul to take place. But nonetheless, Rodri. We're about to lose to a team with their only shot on target. Welcome back, Manchester City. We are so back. We've never ever been this back before. But Man City losing to a team with their only shot on target is back in full force. Oh no, Riley's giving the ball away again. We are terrible. We are playing some hopeless footy. And now here's Traffert to put the game to bed because now it's Evan Nilsson and now it's Krupi and it's over. So again, Bournemouth have yet to have a second shot on target. So we're still losing to a team that have had one singular shot on target. Thing is though, man, I actually don't know if I can enjoy. I don't know if I can enjoy The Last Dance with Pep because of what I'm watching. Do you know what? Like the effort. Oh, why have Bournemouth got the ball again? Like, I don't think I can enjoy Pep's Last Dance right now because the effort levels, right, the urgency that has been shown on the pitch by the gentleman that he has selected to play this football game, is just making me mad. It's making me upset. It's making me feel some mental anguish right now. Now Bournemouth have a corner, so I can't keep doing it, man. I can't keep doing it. Can't keep doing it, man. Can't keep doing it. Tavernier on the corner for Bournemouth. What is going to happen here? Corner comes in. Tell you what, Bournemouth have almost scored. They haven't scored, but they've almost scored. Yeah, he's been unlucky to hit the post there. But that's awful defending. There's some crazy defending going on in there. And now City back underway. Kusanov. Nunes. No, we're going backwards again. We're going backwards again. Rodri, come on. No, Rodri's lost the ball again, bro. He can't do it, bro. Evan Nilsson, he just does a nice little flip past Rodri there. And now it's Tavernier. Now it's Adams. Now Man City is shit. Allegedly. Factually. Oh, bro, this is embarrassing, man. Like no disrespect to Bournemouth, but why are they playing us off the park right now? Like, why are we just panicking all the time? Foden wins the ball back there and does keep the ball. So Man City have possession for the first time in what feels like forever. Now it's Rodri. Now it's Foden. Get out to Doku, please. All right, we're actually going forward. We're going forward with the ball. Go on, Doku. What have you got for me, bro? Doku. Rodri, shoot. And it's over. I should not have told him to shoot. My apologies. That's my fault. That will never happen again. And I actually don't know if I can keep doing this. Did that take a deflection? I don't think so. Sometimes I watch this game of football and I just think to myself, like, how is a team that's so good playing so bad? Like, how is a team that can put in some of the performances that we've put in this season, right? Like, whether they're the good performances or the bad performances, can they then go and put in the opposite? Like, we play at such high highs and then also such low lows. Like, can we just like play a decent game of football maybe? Like, that's all. I'm not even asking for us to be fantastic right now. I'm just saying, can we at least just play a decent game of football? Doku. Come on, let's create a chance. Let's go. Doku. Let's keep going. That's a decent cross, but it's headed out. And now it's Kusanov to Savinho. That's to Nunes instead. Now it's Savinho. Still Savinho. And he's beat to the ball by Treffer. Is that a corner or a goal kick? A goal kick. Oh. That's just exactly what you want to see, isn't it? This game is going exactly how I want it to go. Not. This is fucking atrocious, bro. Gahey win that. Nice. Foden, let's go. Clips one out wide to Doku. Is Doku actually going to get there? I don't think so. No, he does just about keep it in. No, he doesn't. I lied. It was a terrible ball by Foden. Yeah, this is dark, bro. This is dark. Yeah, it has went out of play, to be fair. Can we do something, please? Thank you. Like, the lack of effort is actually what's killing me right now. Like, nothing else, just the lack of effort. Foden. Roll. Now here comes Tavernier. We're not very good. We're not very good. We are not very good. We're actually going out sad right now. We're actually going out so sad. It's going to be a corner to Bournemouth. They're probably going to score from it, if I'm honest. Nothing's filling me with much hope right now. Literally nothing is filling me with any hope. Nothing is filling me with any hope. Corner comes in. It's headed clear. Just about. And it's going to be a throw into Bournemouth. But no one's going out to take it. Oh no, Hill's eventually making his way out to take this throw in. Do we want to do anything? Do we want to have there be any relevance to the final day, or what's going on here, man? Like, what am I watching? What's going on? Haaland once again being the only one to head the ball out. Now here's Donnarumma, who doesn't want to throw the ball out because he apparently can't throw the ball over Evan Nilsson's head. Throw the ball! Oh my days! Why is our goalkeeper wasting time when we're 1-0 down? Kusanov, Savinho, Nunes, Savinho again, gives the ball away, trying to do a fancy flick, then believes he's been fouled. Bro, this is hideous, man. This is absolutely hideous. He was fouled and we do have the free kick, but that doesn't take away from the fact that this is absolutely hideous. And there's 23 minutes left in this game. Rodri's now been pickpocketed. And here, Bournemouth are still going here, right? This is a lazy performance. This is a lazy performance. And here's Ryan. He gets the cross in and it's put behind by Donnarumma. Corner to Bournemouth. Yours jokes. Bournemouth still only had one shot on target. One shot on target. Do you know what that resulted in? A goal. Oh, I can't do it. I cannot do it. I cannot. I simply cannot do it. I just can't. I cannot. No. Corner to Bournemouth. Tavernier again. Time's desperately running out for City right now. Cross comes in. Corner. Once again. To Bournemouth. We're terrible. Like, this is actually the least inspiring game of football I've ever watched. This game is making me feel lethargic. I don't feel the need to do... Oh, Donnarumma, bro! No way, has he actually got the foul? Is he actually being fouled? No, okay, my apologies, Donnarumma. You've actually been fouled that time, you know? You've actually have been fouled this time. I don't know. I don't think that's a foul. I personally don't think that's a foul, but the ref's given it. I don't really think he was fouled there, if I'm honest. Oh, Bournemouth are pumping hopeful clearances forward and bringing the ball down. That's how dark it is for us right now. That's a switch out to Doku. It's a decent touch, but Smith's going to get the better. No, he's not. No, he's not. Doku's still going. Doku's still going. And then his his cutback is intercepted by Ryan and put out for a City corner. Can we do something from the corner? Let's see. Shirky takes it short to Doku. Still Doku. Goal kick. Okay. Like, I don't really even know what this is bad. Like, is this how we're playing football nowadays, guys? Like, Rodri. O'Reilly. Doku. O'Reilly. Fuck's sake! Okay. You know what? I think I've seen enough. Rodri. Savinho, what have you got for me? Absolutely nothing. Nunes, what have you got for me? You had nothing for me all game, but you might have something for me now. Rodri. He dinks it in. O'Reilly, and then it's cleared by Scott. Kusanov, keep it alive. Does. Knocks it out to Doku. Just about keeps it in and goes back to Kusanov. Nunes. Takes it off of the feet of Donnarumma because he knew nothing good was coming from him having the ball at his feet. Now it's Foden. That's a good turn by Phil. Now Shirky. Still Shirky. Doku. Jeremy Doku. Shirky. Shooting. Corner. What have you got for me, Ryan? What have you got for me? Shirky in the box. Headed down by Scott. And then stabbed away, I think. No, City still... No, Rodri's missed it. Now Tavernier can just hoof it clear. Never mind, he's just done a fake shot and took Savinho out of the game. Then he hoofs it into the middle for Evan Nilsson. He brings the ball down himself nicely, actually. Fair play to him. Now back to Tavernier. Yeah, this is wraps. This is so over. This is over like it's never been over before. So blocked by Kusanov. Corner again to Bournemouth. Goal kick to City. I actually just want this game over and done with now, bro. Just, give Arsenal the title right now before this game even ends. Marmouche is coming on now. I actually just don't even see that. I don't get why I'm watching, man. Doku. Is that Doku? Oh, we're taking Doku off from Marmoush, bro. Why? It's a good goal by Krupi, to be fair. Really, really good goal. Really, really good goal. Clive is now on for Krupi, by the way, as well. I'll put that one out there as well. I completely forgot to mention that because I was too busy being miffed by the fact we've just brought on Marmoush for Doku. Savinho's in. Good ball by Foden. Now Savinho. Oh, why have you? It's corner. 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 Why has he hit that so fucking early? Shirky out to take the corner for City. Time is fucking running out, man. Corner to be taken by Shirky. Aimed in for Gahey. Misses Gahey. It's cleared. Only as far as Nunez. Goes back out to Shirky. He goes... No, he doesn't. He did look like he was going to whip it. Now he does whip it in to absolutely nobody. Savinho brings it down. Still Savinho. Still Savinho. Get the cross in, lad. Marmoush just misses it. And it's cleared. Now it's fully cleared. Foden. Nunez. Rodri. Shirky. Ryan Shirky. Nunez, that's a terrible touch, man. We're just going backwards, man. Backwards, 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 backwards. Bro, this is dark, bro. We're losing to a team that have had one shot on target, bro. Shirky, do sign, bro. Oh, my God. See the way Bournemouth are defending for their lives, bro? Like, imagine if we did that, bro. Do you know what I mean? Imagine where we'd be in life if we did that. Gahey, nothing too crazy. Savinho. Please, just beat your man. Beat your man, please. Cross comes in. Headed over by O'Reilly. Petrovic has almost had an absolute clanger there, but he's been able to retrieve the ball. Well, it wasn't even headed by O'Reilly. It was Hill that got there first. And then Petrovic spilt the ball, but he was lucky to catch it before O'Reilly could pounce upon it. Now Bournemouth have the ball again with 12 minutes left, and has that just been hoofed out of play? No. It's hoofed up towards Evan Hill, so Gahey will get there first. Now it's O'Reilly. Now it's Savinho who's been fouled by Smith, and that'll be a free kick to see. It's an interesting one, isn't it? It's a very, very, very interesting one. I'd like to say very, very, very interesting. Nunez. Still Nunez. Cross comes in, blocked. And once again, no one there for the second ball for City, as per usual. As per usual. And Nunez, that is a poor attempt at a block of the ball forward, and now it's Tavernier again. And then Foden fails to intercept the pass, and now it's all on the other side to Ryan. And not the one we want to be on the ball either. Scott. I'm not really a fan of what I'm watching still. If I'm honest, like not much has really changed. Haaland's failed to bring the ball down. Foden, please retrieve that. No, never mind. Evan Nilsson gets there first. We're so dire. We are so dire. We are unbelievably pony at football. Unbelievable. 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 Goal kick now to City with 10 minutes left. Are we going to score 2 goals? No. But, you know, we'll see out. We'll see the game out. Rodri. Savinho. Foden in the gap. Foden, never mind. Savinho's went alone. Savinho's now went to go play it to him when he's offside. I don't even know what I'm watching, man. I don't know what I'm watching. Rodri's now committed a foul. It's a soft foul. It's a foul nonetheless. I actually can't get over the fact that Savinho's ignored the pass and then went to pass to him when he's offside. What? Like, what even, bro? Might just shake my head for the rest of this game. That might just be like just continuous head shake because that's just how I feel, isn't it? Like I just like it's not even the fact we're not winning the league. It's the fact that this is the way we're not winning the league. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, I came to terms with the fact we weren't winning the league about like a few weeks ago. But the manner in which we are losing this game is actually despicable. The manner in which we're losing this game is honestly despicable. Like, come on, like. David Brooks is now coming on for Ryan for Bournemouth now. I think that probably is their final change. I don't know how many subs they've made, if I'm honest. Oh, they've only made the one. Mad. Right, Foden on the free kick. He whips it in. Rodri heads it out. Rodri's headed it away from goal and out for a goal. I think that's the one that sums the game up, man. That one there is the one that sums the game up. That's the one, realistically. This is disgusting. Arsenal can get their flowers on Sunday. I've got too much. I've got too much disrespect to hand out to this team on the pitch right now before I can go congratulating anybody else, because what I'm watching is despicable. Foden, please, bro, please. Oh, of course not. Of course not, bro. Foden. Okay, buddy. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. This is just... Bro. I actually don't even really have too many words to sum up this performance, because it's just like... It's just disgusting. Like... We just played with zero like effort and intensity. We've had two good chances from O'Reilly and Doku. One in the first half, one at the start of the second half. It's just like what's the point? What's actually the point of even turning up? Do you know what I mean? Roger over the top from Mamouche. Of course he doesn't get there. Haaland, he's going to be deemed to have fouled Smith there, isn't he? No. Ref says play on. Scott's got the ball anyway. He dinks it down the line for Brooks, who helps on to Evan Nilsson, who is fouled by O'Reilly. It's going to be another free kick to Bournemouth. Ah, man. Oh, man. It's over. So over. No, we're gonna have some words about this performance. I think we're gonna the match reaction video is gonna be nice, because I'm the furthest thing from amused. You know what? This is actually worse than the Everton game. 100%. This is not like. At least there were enjoyable moments in the Everton game. This is fucking outrageous, bro. This is fucking bad. Like, you've actually just got to sit and laugh, bro. Because why has David Brooks got all that space, bro? I don't know how he's not scored, if I'm honest. Foden, what? Just try make something happen. Or just get dispossessed in the... Oh, fucking hell, bro. Evan Nilsson, just wrap this one up, please. No, okay. Foden actually just got dispossessed in the most embarrassing way possible. So all I'm going to do is shake my head once again. David Brooks is in to wrap this up. Oh, and he's missed again. How has Brooks not scored? How has Brooks... David Brooks has had two very, very, fairly easy... He's now David Brooks may be playing worse than any of the Manchester City players on this pitch. I didn't know that was possible. How many minutes we got? 6 minutes. We've got 6 minutes to score 2 goals, lads. Do you think we can do that? No. We've had 90 minutes to score 1, and we've not done that, so... Corner. Get Donnarumma in the box, bro. Fuck it. Get Donnarumma in the box. Get Donnarumma in the box. Just get Donnarumma in the box, bro. I don't need to watch anymore. Why has he got another fucking top on now, man? Oh, I can't deal with it. Donnarumma, just kick the ball, man, please. Oh, this is actually fucking embarrassing, bro. Like, I'm not enjoying what I'm watching. That's a foul on Rodri, surely. Yeah, once again, I think we're just going to go back to the head shaking, man. I just don't think there's much else I really have to say, much I want to say. Like, bro, like, come on, man. This is hideous. The ball's been pumped forward, and again, none of our players have decided they want to get anywhere near it. We've got a free kick on the edge of the box. With just about 3 minutes left. Nah, there's no... I don't think there's even blaming it on the schedule. Because I don't think they look tired, man. They don't even look tired. They just don't look interested. They just don't look interested. Could we rescue a goal here, though? At least one would be nice, do you know what I mean? One goal would go a long way. Marmoush and Shirky stood over it. One goal would go a long way. One goal would go a long way. Marmoush. He's hit it straight into the wall. And then Foden's miskicked it, bro. This is... Bro, we can't buy a goal, bro! Nah, that's actually... That sums up the whole 90 minutes. That move right there sums up the 90. Now Foden's going backwards. Oh, man. I just fucking... 2 minutes left and we are going backwards when we need 2 goals. Do you know what I mean? Like, the state of affairs on this football pitch right now. Shirky goes long. O'Reilly knocks it on. Kusanov knocks it on. Haaland then knocks it on. Foden then knocks it on. There's a bicycle kick clearance in there. Rodri's now hit the post. Haaland scored. Fucking do you know what I mean? Like Haaland has scored. Like let it be known, Haaland has equalised. Right? With 1 minute left, Haaland's decided, yeah, fight fairs. We're going to put the ball in the back of the net. After I've seen a bicycle kick clearance in there. So Nessi's out a bicycle kick clearance. And Haaland scored a decent goal, to be fair, but I don't even really know like what else there is to really do or say. I mean, unless we want to go score, unless we want to somehow score another goal right now, right? Which I doubt is going to happen. I very highly doubt Bournemouth are going to let us have another opportunity at scoring here, right? I say that. Haaland's knocked it on. Mamouche chased that. Never mind. Kusanov. Mamouche. Foul. Free kick. Okay. I've got life in me for this last minute. I've got belief in me for the last minute of this game. Something might happen. Shirky, the ball has to just keep going forward for this last minute. Shirky. Into the box. O'Reilly knocks it on. Tavernier brings it down. Clears it. Now it's Nunes. He's at the back all by himself. Savinho just about gets there. Just about keeps the ball as well. Go on, Savinho. Go on. Ball into the box. There's literally everybody's in the box. Rodri. Shirky's got on his way. No. And that's going to be clear and that's going to be game. Because Kluivert's brought it down. Nunes. Donnarumma. Go. Oh, no, it's never mind. 1-1. Yeah, that was something. Congratulations to Arsenal, though. Big up Arsenal. Obviously, Premier League champions and that. That was disgusting. You will be hearing from me in the match reaction video. Don't you worry about that. This is not the only bit. This is not the only bit of Nathan content you're getting this evening because we're discussing that. We're discussing that. Don't you worry. But if you've enjoyed today's stream, please like the stream. If you're happy that Arsenal won the title, also like the stream because unfortunately that's a sad reality. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already because we're about to go crash out big time. We're about to go crash out big time.